the women's 71 kilo category has been, for this entire qualification period, electric. You know, we've had basically one person just ruling the kingdom. It's Liao Guifang, but the number of challenges right now is, you know, out of control. We've seen a lot of great lifting, so I think the main threat right now to Liao Guifang, not necessarily in terms of just moving ahead of her, but in terms of posing enough threat to prevent China from sending her, has got to be Olivia Reeves. And Olivia just turned up and just did her most impressive training session that we've ever seen from her in person. And I mean, I'm sure she's done more in training at home that's never been filmed, but we've just never seen her look like this before. So I'll talk about her at the end of this video, but let's kick off with some of the other familiar faces. Ex-snatch world record holder Loredana Toma, we've seen her snatch up to 110 kilos. Current snatch world record holder Angie Dajomes, she's also snatched 110 kilos. I think she might have even doubled it. Did she double it? Yeah, she doubled it, which is crazy. Especially crazy when you think about what Olivia did, so we'll get to that. So, you know, Dajomes is looking very good as well. Vanessa Sarno from the Philippines, you know, she's actually lifting in the B session, which is maybe a little bit of a surprise, but she's already 5th in the world, so she's not really worried about Olympic selection. You know, you've got to be in the top 10 to get that Olympic spot. I think for her it's more just a case of, if I get sucked into that A session battle where people are trying to get into the top 10, I could be waiting for, you know, 15-20 minutes between attempts, whereas if she's in the B session, she can just follow herself and just hit big lifts, so she's going to be okay. Chen Wenhui's been looking good. Pham has been looking good from Vietnam. Of course, we have athletes like Sarah Davies, who's trying to get into that top 10. She's a bit of a way out at the moment, so she's going to have to put on, you know, the best performance of her life. She's going to have to go 6 for 6 with new personal bests. But I think I saw her clean and jerk 120. I think the total right now is around that 240 kilo mark, so 105, 135, 110, 130. In fact, it might be more like 242. Giulia Miserendino, another athlete, maybe got a bit better of a shot than Sarah, but she's going to be gunning to try and get into that top 10. And I mean, if she can get 110, which she snatched before in competition, maybe even 111, and then push for that 130 mark, which we know she can clean. It's just whether or not she can jerk it. She jerked 135 off the blocks recently in training, so I feel like if she can put her best lifts together, she'll get into the top 10, which will just be an amazing moment, because, you know, Italy's really struggled. Right now they're going to send 2 athletes to the Olympics out of the 6 that they sort of were really pushing. So she could be the 3rd that sneaks in, which would definitely be exciting. But let's talk about Olivia Reeves. So Olivia, of course, junior world record holder. She recently totaled 260 kilos, was it 262? I think it was 262 when she was in Doha. And then she just turned up to this competition. It took her about 36 hours to get here. Flights were cancelled. She had to stay overnight in the airport in, I don't know where she was, Korea or something. Just absolutely awful travel, hugely jet lagged. Turns up, no sleep. And she snatched 110 kilos like Angie did for a double, and it looked like it's definitely not more than she'll open with. Like, she's going to open with at least 110 kilos here. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in, well, I mean, I can't say that for sure, but it looks like it, doesn't it? I would have thought she's going to open around that 110, 14 on her second attempt, 17, 18 maybe on her third attempt. And then she looked strong in the clean and jerk. I think she built straight up to 140 kilos, which is basically a weight that you never see any other US 71 ever hit, and she just does it in training casually up to 110 double. So I think her pushing Liao Guifang and sort of scaring Team China into sending, I mean, I don't think she needs to be scared. Like right now, Team China, if I'm in their head coach and I'm thinking, how do I guarantee medals? It's Hu Jihui at 49, it's Lo Shifang at 59, and it's Li Wenwen at plus 87. So unless Liao Guifang or Liang Jiamei or Wang Zhuyu, the 281s, unless they do like spectacularly well here, I just don't think it's going to happen. So I think between Angie and Olivia, they just got to scare Team China, and I think it's possible. So they compete on Sunday. So yeah, don't miss that one.